Alright, welcome back to the channel, everybody. I think as anybody would notice, usually if I'm playing Red Dead Online, I'm usually in the game. Um, but I had a little bit of a think, and seeing as how, well, to be blunt, Sleeping Dogs isn't getting the kind of viewership I was thinking it would, or in all bluntness, honesty, or whatever you prefer to call it, it's just, I was surprised by how my viewership dropped over the weekend. And generally, it's one of those things, I'm gonna upload it anyway. I want to play through these games for my own personal sake. And if I can give other people some form of entertainment while I do that, cool. Um but again, it's based off of these are games that I've heard about growing up through just this whole gaming renaissance since or I don't know if it's a renaissance or if it's just the industry in general. But to keep this from just ranting on and on and on, I want to kind of go through the story of Red Dead Online, or at least as much of it as I can. Especially while I'm doing Arkham City and trying to get Warrior to do It Takes Two and all this. It's one of those things, I think the channel overall would benefit from some form of Red Dead content. I mean, it is what I've started the whole channel on, so just the kind of abruptness of it, or when that playthrough ended, I wasn't surprised that I kind of saw some people lose interest in my channel, and, whatever. But I do want to kind of keep some people here, when I look up and see that there's, all of 2 or 3 views in the past, 4 hours, I'm like, So either the algorithm's not right, or I don't have content that's popular. So, what we're going to do is we're just going to go through the as much of Red Dead Online as we can. Whenever I can happen to get a hold of Warrior, I will quote-unquote, yell at him to get on this game. I'm not actually going to yell at him. I'm just going to be like, bro, get on this game. But I digress. Yeah, Sleeping Dogs wasn't doing as well as I thought it would, viewership-wise. I'm having a blast playing the game, and I want to finish it. I guess it just kind of surprised me. I know a lot of people kind of care about the game. And personally, I think it's an underrated game. And this kind of proves my point, I feel like, I'll even have, some of you guys have left me a comment or two saying, Sleeping Dogs isn't necessarily an underrated game. It's Sleeping Dogs. It's well, I do disagree, because if I do a playthrough of it, nobody generally pays attention. Granted, I'm not like Hollow or any of these other, YouTube channels with millions of subscribers. I just started this a couple months ago. But it's one of those things, people say one thing, but it's really not exactly the way they see it, because they're not there. But anyways. Oh. I'm debating fading to black for a minute just to get to the point where there is stuff, but here we go.
Okay, Sheriff. Here they are. Tell the Marshal this ain't how we do things here. But I'll oblige him this once. All right.
All right.
Let's see what we got.
Well, I feel like personally a lot of people would be upset if Ed wasn't trying to be remade here, so.
Deputy, would you please?
Excuse me. Yeah, this is Ed's thinner brother. What shall I shall name him, Gary. After a raccoon invaded my porch one time. Gary was a fat bastard, but he was surprisingly slippery. What do I mean by that? I watched that fat bastard squeeze through, like, the railing on my porch. Like, he just squeezed right through it. And it's just like wooden beams. But they're pretty damn close together. In all honesty, I don't really want to change too much about this guy. I just want to make him a tad fatter.
We're gonna need
so he looks a little bit more like Ed. Yes, we will go with that. That is exactly what I'm looking for here.
Tell me everything except that you're innocent. I'd find that hard to believe.
Heavy, yes. This is... I'll have him be athletic.
Quite a record we'll have on you.
Listen, Deadeye, seeing as how much I use, like... Seeing as how much I used it in the original game, well...
Go and get your picture took.
Alright.
Hold up your fingers.
Wait, did I name this guy?
Make sure this time.
I don't think I even named him yet.
You're lucky
oh,
you
Gary.
were caught, you know. The way the town feels about what...
Alright, Gary.
It's all correct. I'll take a photograph. Bring your hands up onto your chest.
Oh, is this stuff I took pictures back then? Gary! 5146. And because I have had characters on this before, I'm not skipping it. But this is why this is giving it to me. Yeah, like, in between this game, me and Warrior were, like, really uber obsessed with Fallout. I just read an IGN article that said, like, the Fallout 76 got 1 million plus players once the show dropped. I'm not surprised. I mean, shit, look at how Cyberpunk did it. We're at Sisika Penitentiary, though.
Jackson! Officer Jackson, move those prisoners! Officer Benton! Kitchens ain't staff! Officer Townsend, those rocks ain't gonna break themselves. What are you standing there for? Get moving!
This is one of those games that's like...
Go on! Get moving!
If the single player didn't do well, this game would be looked at as a giant missed opportunity.
You with the hammer, and you'll do. We need to perform a work.
Okay, take my hammer?
Roads. Come on, get in.
I can't take my hammer to Rhodes. What
Open
the hell?
gate. Come on, Milliken.
Yeah.
Damn. Excuse me, guys. Here we are, starting Red Dead Online. It's one of those games.
Tell you what, old Jameson is
my headset's falling off.
old bastard, no mistake. You like to stay
It's one of
calm
those
there.
games
You
that,
aren't
like...
saying nothing. Well, you are now. Shut up.
Oh. Not supposed to be
You know,
talking,
my
okay.
wife has acquired ideas significantly above her station. She's been reading too many goddamn books. Personally, I'm against education. Of women, I mean. And men, I guess.
So you don't want to be
Unnecessary.
educated.
Doesn't add much to the world. Education.
Oh. Where the hell are we?
Good day, gentlemen. Oh. Don't do anything
Who's this guy?
stupid. Nobody gets shot. Act like fools, and the pair of you will be dead within a minute. Now, what are your names? Jenkins and Milliken. Well, Mr. Jenkins and Mr. Milliken, throw your guns to the ground and get on down here. That's it. Very glad to meet you. It's not worth being rash. You boys get paid a salary. You get that salary whether these people escape or not. Your wives presumably want you alive. Let him out.
I don't...
Now, please. Okay. Okay. You all run away. Aside from you.
Oh.
Try to stay out of trouble.
Why are we
It's a
supposed to
stroke of good
stay?
fortune for all of you. Use it. Now, Mr. Jenkins and Mr. Milliken, be so kind as to quickly run away before somebody gets shot entirely unnecessarily. Go on, don't look back.
I would have told them to go get the other three.
$50 we agreed on. It was. Here's 50 each.
Each?
Yes. Now get out of here, both of you. My employer and I appreciate your professionalism.
All we did was stand there and look tough.
And you did it fantastically well. Good day, gentlemen. Now, sir, how about
All
you
right.
pick up these guns and we move out? My mistress is waiting for
Well,
us.
I mean, shit, if he's willing to pay everybody $50 each. Alright, Gary.
Come along. And you better get on this horse.
Yeah, this scrawny nag. The way the gun
That's not much
belt
of an animal,
is,
but they haven't
it
got
makes
far
this
to ride.
damn, like, repeater look like a bow and arrow.
Back here, please. Ready?
I'm trying to follow you. Let's go.
Wonderful. I hope you'll forgive the secrecy. My employer particularly values discretion. My name is Mr. Horley, by the
Mr.
way.
Horley.
6 months at Sisika Penitentiary, awaiting a hanging for a murder you did not commit. Must have felt a whole lot longer, my friend.
Well, I don't
Still
know.
seems strong, though.
Well, yeah, they gave me a
like
hammer.
Breaking all those rocks has left you entirely broken, in body or in spirit. I hope I am right about that. Rounding you folks up, and those sham trials, they were a disgrace. Made a mockery of the rule of law. I still can't quite believe they got away with it. There's others convicted when you were. Came out breathing fire.
Damn.
Maybe you're like that too. Guess we'll see.
Is this his camp up here?
Maybe you just want to put it all behind you. Forget
Oh.
you were in there at all.
I totally forgot this game in a first-person mode.
You're just up here. There's the camp. Hitch
Shows
your
how much I
horse.
use it. Gets me to the hitching post. Eh.
Try it here.
Well, Horley, if you let me.
This way. She's
Okay.
anxious to meet you.
Who is she, though? She your wife?
Madam, we're back.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello. Jessica Leclerc, how do you do?
No, they're
What
not
did
married.
you tell him?
Nothing, as we discussed.
Thank you, Horley. I do hope we haven't inconvenienced you dreadfully. But seeing as you were due to be hanged in a week, I'm sure you don't object too strongly.
Oh, no.
I know you're innocent. Well, not perhaps
this
exactly
guy?
innocent, but not guilty of what you were accused. I know you and those who were with you that died were little more than patsies, and that you were set up by one of 3 men or a woman, possibly by all of them. I can't be sure, but that is all I know so far.
And one of these people also made Mrs. Leclerc a widow.
And I will
Oh.
avenge my husband's death.
Oh, so
help me
yeah, they're
God.
not married at all.
But I will not avenge it upon them who did not cause it, or caused it unwittingly. Anyway, I'm sure this is all a touch confusing and melodramatic.
Melodramatic is an
Manners.
understatement.
Horley, please show our guests to their tent and give them some fresh clothes to put on.
Very good, madam.
Then serve us both a little refreshment.
Certainly, madam. This way.
All right.
You'll find a change of clothes in there, alongside a few other items you might need, a lasso, a knife, and a lantern, I believe.
Okay. Well, nice people. We need a hat. That's like necessary. Look at that one. Do I have gloves? I have these gloves. Actually, look like they work quite well with this shirt. Well, what the hell? I ain't got no options for shirts. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it works. And these town pants almost look like jeans. No, do we have over... Oh my god. We need those. We just need them. They're needed. These ones look cooler than the rest of them. Alright, I think that's pretty much everything we need. Huh. That's all the little things you can do with it. Okay, exit when ready. Yes, I want to leave.
That looks more comfortable. Hawley,
Yeah.
Here, madam.
your very good health. I suppose it beats
Those are
dying,
some
Mrs. Leclerc's husband
weird
was
looking
murdered
glasses.
by one of his business partners.
And I intend to find out which one. Or rather, I intend for you to find out. And kill them.
Oh, you intend for
You're
me?
the only person I could possibly trust to do whatever it takes. Because you and your accomplices, you're the only other victims of their lies still alive. You see, you walked into the town at approximately the same time my husband was shot in the back, but by another gun, firing different bullets to those you possessed when you were arrested. These bullets. This was their mistake. You were rounded up and sentenced to death, all because you came to town and didn't talk too much and seemed like you were nasty.
He's got
Anyway,
Claude-Speed syndrome.
Here they are, the people who run Blackwater. Mr. Jeremiah Shaw, banker, real estate speculator, and crook. Mr. Amos Lansing, ranch owner, speculator, and crook.
He looks like Bill.
Mrs. Grace Lansing, his wife.
Oh, damn.
Society patroness, lover of the arts.
The wife is in on it?
Crook, and my former best friend. Teddy Brown, her disgraced brother. Outlaw,
Ooh.
wanted man, and still in contact with them.
He looks like he did it.
All I ask of you is your help in finding out quite what happened.
Mrs. Leclerc would like to help you get back on your feet. Get back to work.
Whatever
Hey.
your work may be, I don't judge. You want to rob? Rob. You want to save innocent folk? Do that as well. But
She don't
you
give a
need me
damn.
just as much as I need you. I think we all understand each other.
I hope we do.
Good. I
Maybe.
look forward to rewarding you for killing those who made me a widow. My husband was a true believer in this country and in the West. He was killed for greed.
Yeah.
Foul greed when there's quite enough for everybody. I don't care what your scruples are as to killing. I will take the full burden of that sin upon my shoulders. Goodbye, for now. Then Hawley, go introduce him to nice Mr. Cripps.
I think you'll like Cripps well enough. He's long past his prime, of course, but he hasn't gone entirely crazy just yet. And he will help you, better than most of his ilk.
Cripps?
Cripps,
Oh, hello,
get
Cripps.
up.
Hello, partner. Harley.
This is your new boss.
Oh, pleased to meet you, partner. J.B. Cripps at your service.
We'll
JB.
pay to get your camp established. Mrs. Leclerc is a generous benefactor.
And, where are we headed?
Alright, can we go to Tahiti? Damn, we can't go to Tahiti. That's upsetting. Or maybe. It's that camp location. Oh, I gotta go to the damn bayou? Oh.
Oh, sir. While
I wanted to
Cripps
go
is
to
establishing
Tahiti.
your camp, perhaps you can go to the
God damn it.
station and see the clerk. Then head to see Clay Davies. He's a horse thief and not a terribly nice one. Then meet Cripps back at your camp.
See you shortly, boss.
Alright.
Good luck.
Get on to the station. Not too far.
Okay. Excuse me. Alright. We're gonna go to the Rhodes post office. I don't know why Horley needs us to go there, but we're gonna go there. Just fuck it. Come on, horse. Need to horse around over to the post office. I don't even think that's how horses horse. I mean, Jesus, I can see his spine from his ass. This is not a healthy horse. And it very clearly shows. And where exactly is... How far away is this post office? This horse can't gallop for more than about 5 minutes. Horse. Alright, we're gonna horse around over this way. Hello, train. I won't be in your way. I'm just gonna yeet myself over this shed and this other shit. Let's go this way. And the post office should be right up here. Yay! Mr. Clerkman.
Great Scott.
Did you just Great Scott me? You don't look like Emmett Brown. Hello, post clerk.
Hello.
Hello.
You must be Harley's friend. He's one of us. He said you also were a discouraged man.
Discouraged
man?
What?
Discouraged. Disappointed Alden. That's me.
Disappointed
anyway,
Alden.
It's a pleasure to make your
Why is
acquaintance.
he disappointed?
I find your reticence charming. Real charming. By the way, I heard you might want to earn a little money. Well, some gentlemen have been robbing our stages, and they are not part of the club, if you catch my meaning. If
They
you can
are,
make them go away, I'm sure they will have something of
Very
interest to
encouraged
you.
gentlemen, I would say.
They're up at Blue Water Marsh. See what you can do, okay? Here, by the way, a catalog. The latest issue. Just came into this armpit from a land more civilized. And if all works out, well, my colleagues and I move around these stations as needed. And all of us are very discouraged. We will
I have
all
no
help
idea what you
a
mean when
fellow
you say that.
sufferer with pertinent information.
But okay.
Good afternoon, sir.
Alright, now we go to oh, God. There's gonna be alligators all over the place. I'm not happy about doing this, but you know what? We are going to go to the bayou. And I think in between our travels, I'm going to cut this episode here, and in our next episode, we will, we're gonna horse around into the bayou, and, hopefully the horse doesn't have its leg just ripped off by some prehistoric lizard, but, if you guys like this episode and you want to see more stuff like this, feel free to leave a like and consider subscribing. If you have any questions, comments, or anything you'd like to see me do in the future, leave any comments in the section below. Thanks again for watching, guys, and, me and Gary will see you guys in the next episode of Red Dead Online. Until then, have a nice day, everybody.